sweating like a bitch. Doesn't help me doing this on the hottest day of the year, and I'm like, woo!
We could set the fans on doing 80s music videos.
Yeah. I started releasing music last year. Hi, I'm Jenna, and you're watching Assembly Point. What's new in the world of Jenna? Well, I feel like I'm just living my best life, really. I've released 4 songs into the world, which I never thought I would do because I think I doubted myself way too much. So I've finally released 4 songs that I'm really, really proud of. All 4 of them have managed to chart, which is amazing. And I even got a play on Love Island, which is just crazy. I didn't know anything about it. And I'm really hoping for some more kind of syncs within the next, hopefully, few months. How long have you been making music and what inspired you to start? Well, I've been singing since I was really young, like we're talking 5, 6. I always had a voice when I was younger. But I started actually releasing music only last year, so 1 year ago. And I feel like I waited for the right time because I could have released music years ago, but it wouldn't have been the right music. It wouldn't have been true to who I am now. So I'm really glad I did wait. Is there a story behind the songs on your EP? So each of the 4 songs has a completely different story. Brave, which is the title track of the EP, I wrote about believing in myself and believing in my music because it took me so long and I'd kind of started to believe some of the doubts that other people were kind of putting onto me. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to release the music that I want, and I felt brave enough to do it. So that was where that came from. The same is about being in a toxic relationship. If I Saw You is about seeing somebody who you've not seen in years and not knowing how you'd respond. And Better Than I Do, which is the latest one I just released, is about your partner loving you more than you could love yourself. You just hit 1 million streams on Spotify. How does that feel? It doesn't even feel real. Like a million people. I'm still shocked when, you can go on Spotify and see that like 10 people are listening. I'm like, who are these 10 people? It's probably just my mum and my dad and a couple of friends. But I am really, really grateful. I can't believe that it's reached so many people in less than a year. Yeah, it's amazing. Do you prefer making music or performing music? Can I say both? Like a bit of both. I love songwriting, but I find songwriting you have to be in a certain mindset. And I have to be with the right people. If I'm not collaborating with the right artists, the right musicians, it doesn't feel genuine. Whereas performing, well, I guess it's the same for performing. If I've got a good band that I know believe in my music, I love performing. Oh, I don't know. That's a really hard one. In your opinion, what makes a great song? I'm a lyric person. I love listening to words. So not only when I'm listening to other people's music, but that's like a really big part for me. The melody always comes first, but I think if you get solid lyrics, you've got a good song. Where do you see yourself in a year from now? I'm hoping to get my songs played on more TV shows, like more syncs, because that's where I find a lot of my music. If I'm watching TV and I listen to a song, I'm like, oh, I love this. That's how I find new artists. So I'd love for people to find me that way too. I'd love to be supporting other artists on tour. That's my goal. Obviously, a headline show with people coming to see little old me would be lovely. Performing with my band. That's the goal for the next year, I'd say. Anything else to add or promote? So I'm currently in the studio working on my next releases that'll be coming out over the next year. But yeah, I guess I'm just putting all my energy into the current project that I've finally released. Freya Ridings. She's my goals. And she followed me on Instagram the other day. Don't start. I know. I absolutely hate myself. Why 13? Oh, I missed someone. Oh, there's so many artists I love. I'd probably recommend my friend and manager, Link Lewis, because his music's amazing and he's very on the acoustic vibe, a bit like me. Yeah, I don't understand why it's so controversial. Books. I don't have the attention span for... I've just told you that I can sit and do a jigsaw, but I can't watch a film. I have to love it. I'm like a grandma. Real life ducks, 0. Wooden ducks, Probably about 6, which is actually really an issue.
Oh, no,
I'm so fucking sad.